Hello and welcome to another episode of DH Newsroom. This is your host Aditya Haldar. With me are my two panelists, Sydney Kiran and Hita Prakash. Today on our agenda is Junior Hockey World Cup, which begins in Chennai tomorrow. I'll quickly throw my first question to Sydney. I'd like to understand what is the importance of a tournament like this and what are India's chances?
Any tournament in India, or in fact, a tournament happening in any specific country, I think automatically the hosts become one of the favorites. We saw it in the Women's World Cup just about a month ago. And so, similarly, I think the same thing could happen here as well. And the team is buzzing with confidence. They've had a long, extended training session under Sreejesh. And I think some of these guys would want to go ahead and make a big impact as well. And Chennai and Madurai, I'm sure, will welcome these guys, and we can really expect a strong performance from India in this World Cup.
I think India are placed in Group B or Pool B with Oman, Switzerland, and when we progress further in the tournament, there will be countries like Germany, which is a seven-time champion, and we have Argentina as well, who have been a former champion, and then of course Belgium and Netherlands are team we cannot forget. Tell me, help me understand a bit, Hita. What can we expect as far as our rivals are concerned, and how you see this Indian team coming up against them?
Hi, Aditya and Sydney. Yes, isn't it exciting to have a junior World Cup? I mean, a World Cup is a World Cup, junior, senior, doesn't matter, and especially because this is one of the biggest junior World Cup to happen because of 24 teams competing this time, the largest ever teams participating at an event, and it's exciting also because India, as of now, currently are ranked number 2 in the world, just behind Germany, who top the charts. And they're coming off with a silver medal at the Sultan of Johor Cup a few weeks ago in Malaysia. Of course, they lost a very close final to Australia, 1-2. Again, like Sydney mentioned, these are the boys trained by by far one of the legendary hockey players India has ever seen. That's PR Sreejesh. And I'm just excited to see how it's been a year since he took over as the coach, just right after his bronze medal winning campaign in the Paris Olympics. So, I'm just so excited to see how these boys have shaped up under Sreejesh. He's such a ball of energy and someone who never lets his boys or his team ever give up in any kind of situation, right? So home tournament, Chennai, most of the matches under the lights. It's going to be a great World Cup. Yes.
So, since we were talking about Sreejesh, I mean, I want to take that conversation a bit further. I mean, personally, I've been a big fan given his exploits with the Indian team as the leading goalkeeper. But Indian hockey has always been about how attacking hockey we play. Often something the fans really relish that. Can you give me a clue what kind of hockey can we expect from PR Sreejesh, Hita?
Listen, it's obviously going to be aggressive play. They're going to go. It's about going all in and going all out. There's of course, I mean, tactically and technically, Sreejesh is so sound. He's such a hockey brain. He has such a good hockey brain. I'm so sure there are strategies chalked up for every opponent, more so in the knockout stages. They're not looking for anything but the trophy. Right? It's not about making it to the knockouts. It's not making it to the semifinals. At the last edition in 2023 that happened in Kuala Lumpur, the Indian junior boys had finished 4th, and India have won it twice. Way back in 2001 in Hobart, if I'm not wrong, in Australia, and again in 2016 in Lucknow, when again India hosted the event, one of the 4 times that India hosted. So yeah, coming back to Sreejesh, it's very difficult not to for that all that energy and positivity and a good aggression, to bounce off or rub off on all these boys. They know they're up against teams like Germany, Netherlands, Australia. They are fast. So and hockey is just getting faster and faster by the day, right? So it is going to be fast, quick. I'm interested to see the kind of strategies that they're going to come up, especially man-to-man play or zonal play, if you may have to say so. So we haven't watched too much of live hockey in terms of being these games being televised. So I think this is a great opportunity to see what these boys are going to go there and do.
Yeah, so just
And
want
yet,
to interject here about Aditya about talking about Sreejesh. This is going to be a real big test of character for Sreejesh because, like Ida pointed out, right after he won the bronze medal, he jumped straight into coaching. Now, playing is one thing, and coaching is a completely different aspect. They're two different ball games. Great players sometimes don't become great coaches, whereas sometimes average players end up going and becoming great coaches. I mean, even great players do become great coaches as well. So, and also Sreejesh has always said that eventually he wants to graduate to the national team. Now, this is where Sreejesh will be tested really well in the sense because he's been a goalkeeper all his life. And so most of his plays happened right from behind the line, whereas all the others in front of him are the ones who've gone ahead and done all the game plan and work and everything. So here, Sreejesh, like, what is his tactical acumen? Is he an attack-minded coach? Is he a defensive-minded coach? Is he going to play an Indian style? Is he going to be quick interchange passes? Because hockey has got so many permutations and so many combinations. So for a person who's been a goalkeeper all his life, and now for him to jump straight into coaching and then take the junior team, which is just a grade below the national team. So a lot is at stake for him here. And he's one thing about Sreejesh is he's a very well-read person. He reads a lot about hockey, he watches a lot of games, and then he reads a lot of books. So his intellectual nous will also be tested here. So let's see what Sreejesh is able to bring to the table and how the young boys deliver to his calls.
Given the experience you have in covering hockey, Sydney, I want to understand what is an importance of an event like this, especially when this is the fourth international event happening in the country. As far as hockey is concerned, I think we are seeing since the Narendran Batra days that a lot of international hockey action is taking place in the country. What is significance of a tournament like this?
It is huge because, like as Ita pointed out, it's a first time, it's a 24-member team. So it is sort of expanded in the number of teams that are competing here. And a lot of the teams, like the top teams like Germany, Australia, Spain, Britain, Netherlands, Belgium, or Argentina, these are all among the top teams. And some of the young players that will be coming here, you never know. Some of them could even be representing their country in the Hockey World Cup that is scheduled next year. And in terms of for Asia, it is the Asian Games next year. So a couple of them could even graduate to the respective country to represent in the Asian Games. So in that context, it is big. And also, this tournament is also big for Chennai and Madurai because over the last few years, ever since the new government, the Stalin government has come in, they've made no bones saying that they want to use sports as a leverage to showcase Tamil Nadu, in hosting events. They hosted the Chess World Cup, if I'm not wrong, a couple of years ago in Mahabalipuram. They had the Asian Champions Trophy earlier. And now this is another way for them to show that, hockey can be played down south because generally earlier it was the last 2 years, Odisha was dominating. They have a world-class stadium in Bhubaneswar, another one in Rourkela. Then you have a stadium in Lucknow. There was another tournament that happened earlier, the Champions Trophy in Rajgir. So, and Delhi, of course, Dhyan Chand Stadium is there. So, in that sense, this is kind of going to be important, like what Chennai and Madurai can do to hockey, and can hockey eventually be played in South as well? Because there's a lot of attraction for hockey, especially in a place like Chennai or even in Bangalore or even in Coorg, because some of these places are Anglo-Indian, some of them have a lot of passionate hockey following. So for people from South, say some Bangalore, it's a good way for them to just go on a weekend, watch a few games and come back and enjoy really good top-class hockey.
I'd like to ask Hita about that a bit as well, because you were in Rajgir recently. You saw the action up close, how the crowd was. We know how Bhubaneswar is a hockey belt, Jharkhand is a hockey belt. Sydney told us how southern people like hockey as well. What is your expectation from the people of Chennai and Coimbatore?
Look, it is going to be well supported, and the tickets are free for all the matches, right? So you can expect full stadiums. I think they'll find it difficult to accommodate the people who throng to these stadiums. Madurai, I don't think, has experienced international hockey ever before. So that is going to be an interesting venue. So when I was in Rajgir for the Asia Cup a few months ago, I remember Dilip Tirki, the president of Hockey India, and also the secretary Bolanath Singh. They were uh, uh, very particularly, they mentioned why they want to get more international hockey events to India and ensure that each of these international events happen at different venues and different corners of the country. Like they want to introduce international hockey or experience every pocket, let's say different regions, to experience international hockey. I think that's a great way to spread the sport. And listen, hockey is so deep rooted in our country. We have such a history. Unfortunately, it went through some really bad days and dark times, and it's so heartening to see how they've bounced back from rock bottom. And it is the sport of the soil, right? Players from nook and corners. You have this amazing stories of all these players who literally start off playing bare feet on mud with hockey sticks made out of tree branches, because they don't have shoes and equipments, and these come from tribal areas, um, places we haven't even heard of. So just for people, and imagine what this kind of an event will do for the younger lot. I mean, we're talking about junior hockey, who are the under 21s, but then I'm talking younger than the early teens, or the youngsters. I remember Rahil, who's in the senior setup right now, Mohammad Rahil from Bangalore. He's playing the Sultan Azlan Shah Cup right now in Malaysia. I remember him saying he got inspired because of watching an international hockey match live to pick up a stick. He said, "I want to play for India. I want to see how it feels to play on the field, surrounded by thousands of people cheering on your team. It's a different feeling to be inside a ground under the lights, home crowd cheering, and Chennai is going to do a great job of it. There's just it's a mass sport, and you're talking about being massy and doing everything larger than life. Who does it better than Tamil Nadu? So, you can expect some great music. It's going to be all jazzed up. The players are going to be pumped up. I'm excited.
So
So I have
Kanadika is
saved
talking
my.
about Tamil Nadu, so she might get into trouble later on.
No, I don't think
Let's hope
so.
not.
It's
We
sports,
can
so
ask Kamal Hassan. We can ask Kamal Hassan about it. How we got into trouble for something similar.
that's a different context.
Yeah,
Sydney,
yeah.
come on,
Just
this is
joking.
sport.
No,
So,
just joking. Just joking.
yeah.
Wait, guys, I have a difficult question left for the last. I really enjoy when I put my panelists under pressure by asking such a question. I'll start with Sydney. Sydney, your top four for the tournament.
Uh, Germany
Okay.
and Belgium, uh, Australia, and India.
Okay.
But I would
Okay.
also, I think Spain could be one of the dark horses. They could cause some bit of a trouble. So
So
these are
was
my
that
picks.
also the way you ranked them in terms of
Not
possible?
necessarily because the format's a little different here. So
Mhm.
and also see once you get into the quarterfinal is how well you play on that particular day. So just that the Germany, the youngsters, right? Historically, they've been really, really good. At 17, 18, they look as if they're about 23, 24. They look really sorted. And sometimes even the German national team is ends up having one of the youngest teams because later on they end up graduating to study and take a different life path altogether. So just at how sorted they are because the structure in Germany Belgium, Holland, Spain is really, really strong. So the players come through a very tough system. So they come in emboldened when they come to the international level. The same thing with Australia as well. You can never count Australia out, although Australia is going through a tough period now, but you never know. Fresh things could start from here as well.
So same question to Hita. Who are your four favorites?
Definitely Germany, India. I'd go with Netherlands and Australia for sure. These are my top
Okay.
four. If I have to pick a dark horse, I can't really call them a dark horse. They're always a threat. Argentina, again, very
Yeah.
physical. They play very physical hockey. You can never count them out. So definitely Germany, India, the Netherlands with such a rich hockey history again, and Australia. The kangaroos can never be written off. Yeah. Okay.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. Can I
Yeah, tell me.
can I ask the last question though? So
Sure,
my
please,
Yeah,
please
yeah,
do.
please. You're
I
most
want some.
welcome.
I'll
You're
love
most
some
welcome.
rest.
so listen, we're talking about hockey and we're talking about it's going to be a hockey party out there, right? And
Okay.
I'm so sure the best DJs are going to be roped in to play some great chart numbers. Sydney accused me a while ago, I'm from Karnataka, so what would I know about Tamil music, right? So please help me out, Sydney. If I have to ask you three mass Tamil songs that the DJ is going to play on loop throughout these 10, 12 days of the junior men's hockey tournament, what would be your three songs?
I think one, because I read somewhere that Sreejesh is a big fan of Rajnikant,
Ah,
and he likes to do mimicry of Rajnikant. So I have a feeling that one Rajnikant song is going to be played by the DJ when he comes in. It could even be a throwback from Basha, or it could even be from Jailer, or it could even be from Cooley as well. So definitely one. And Anirudh is now, it's got the pulse of all the youth there. And since
Yeah.
it is a youth World Cup, I would probably see more of Anirudh songs. It could even be Aluma Doluma, which is a very eternal
that's your
favorite.
favorite song, is it?
Yeah, yeah. So I think Anirudh could be the rock star over there. And most of Anirudh's songs is what the DJ might end up playing.
Why don't you sing us a line, Sydney?
You'll never get viewers back again for this channel then. And
Or
so,
maybe
I,
what about
I have a personal
you?
favorite as well. I hope they play Asakuda. It's a very dear favorite of mine.
So, what about you guys? Like, what about you, Hida? I mean, definitely you're from Bangalore, so you would have definitely heard a lot of Tamil songs as well. So, what do you think is going
no,
to be?
I cannot pick one. I have no idea. I mean, I'm just going by what you guys say.
But
I
I'll tell you
think
what, most of this.
it's a given that they're going to play Chak De India on the loop.
That's
I
very
think
true.
all of us are tired of it,
Yeah.
but I think there'll be some KGF songs thrown
Yeah.
in somewhere in between. But yeah, I think
Perhaps then put
we're
Kantara as well.
leaning towards music now, so I think yeah.
No, but the one good thing is for the players and for the teams is both Chennai and Madurai are great for food and a whole variety of food, be it vegetarian, non-vegetarian, for South Indian. So those two places rock for food, and I think teams will have a great time. Hopefully, they're able to eat what they want because you know how players what structured this one. But I think the traveling journalists and the fans can have a ball of a time eating whatever they like.
I can vouch for that as far as Sydney is concerned because I know he has a great taste for food. If you are traveling anywhere in the country for reporting assignment, he's the person to ask where to eat. So, like always
On
looking
that
All thanks
note.
to
forward to
Deccan Herald and
take
all thanks
that
to Deccan
advice
Herald
very
and
seriously.
friends.
And yeah, sorry, I have to make a mention of this. Yes, the Junior Men's Hockey World Cup is happening here in Chennai and Madurai. Also, the Junior Women's Hockey World Cup is happening in Chile. The girls are there in Santiago, if I'm not wrong, that's the name of the city, and that starts December 1st. So both the boys and girls, the junior teams at the World Cup, great hockey season for all the hockey fans.
That's the very important message from Hita. I mean, we all are looking forward. We hope both the teams bring us more success and Indian hockey keeps on going forward and reach back to its glory days. We'll call it a wrap on that note. Thanks a lot for joining us. This is your host Aditya signing off.